We got 2 machines sitting here, no operators right now, 2.5 inches of fluffy snow, so travel's been difficult. The storm came in quicker, things are accumulating faster. So far, he's not here. Hopefully he's all right.
I saw a plow truck headed my way, and that's when I realized he was coming straight towards me.
All right, we'll head out to our trucks. Supervisors will do gate checks before we roll out. Go out to the site and we'll see what happens.
Welcome to Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, home to Allentown, the state's 3rd largest city. Known for its industrial routes and massive logistics network, the region plays a key role in keeping the East Coast moving. Winters bring cold temperatures and steady snowfall, making preparation and quick response essential. And that's where the team at EMI shines.
All right, so I'm Bob Marks, president of EMI Landscape. We've been in business for 42 years and we have a pretty rich history. So it was 1983, the year my stepdad started the company. So I'm the 2nd generation business owner and he started it out of necessity. He was in construction. He built his own home and got laid off from his construction job in the same year. So he needed to start his own business, started with grass cutting, and we were doing residential, HOAs, anything, anybody would let us cut their grass, we were. And as we grew and started getting into the snow, we got rid of residential, eventually got rid of HOAs, got rid of small commercial as we specialized in the zero downtime industrial facilities. I bought the company in January of 2021, right before we got 27 inches of snow in 24 hours. I was less than 1 month as a business owner, so you figure out things pretty quickly at that point. When I came back to the company in March 2009, we were 7 people in the company. So now with 65 full-time and 140 when we're doing snow, we've grown a little bit in the last 16 years. Our ideal client, it's somewhere around 1 million square feet of pavement. That's getting more and more common. We'll go as small as a couple 100,000 square feet, but once we get up to that million mark, it makes a lot of sense. Our equipment is skid steers, heavy loaders, and they're not meant to go from site to site to site. So bigger the better for us. And really not only the size of the building, but we want zero downtime clients. So if they can be closed every time it snows, they don't want to pay for our equipment to be on site. That zero downtime, mission critical, we need them to want that. Otherwise, they don't even need our service. So our fleet was very mixed years ago. We had almost every make and model in there, and we've really narrowed it down to 2 brands. So we do work for Mack Trucks. Mack Trucks is in the Volvo family, so we have a nice fleet of Volvo equipment to service Mack Trucks. And then we also have a partnership with Case. We're up to 57 pieces of heavy equipment. There's 8 skid steers, 18 compact loaders, and the rest are full-size loaders right around that 30,000 pound mark. So the mission of the company has really been to provide opportunity for our own people. We consider ourselves the champion of the blue-collar worker. And when I can look out my window here and we see new cars, I know people are starting families, like the mission has really become serving people. It's always been our clients, right? And our mission is to improve mission-critical work environments. And that's our clients, right? They're mission-critical sites, but EMI is mission-critical, and that's our employees' homes, our home here at work, and our client sites.
At EMI, supporting people and protecting critical sites go hand in hand. And with a storm moving in, the team knows what's coming next. Mark walks the team through the latest forecast and helps finalize the plan for the storm ahead.
Are we waiting for them to join before we get into the storm?
Yeah, I was just going to give them a chance to join us.
I'm just waiting for one of them to be on a plane.
I don't know if either one is getting on a plane.
What's up, guys?
Maybe a PJ.
I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan hasn't bought us a plane yet. That's Phil, not me. I'm all
I know,
over it.
I know that's a Phil problem, and this is point number 137 of why you need a plane.
This is a good thing because I'm riding with Phil for the next X many hours up to Fargo right now, so we're gonna start talking about planes.
Nice.
Watch you guys.
What's up, Phil?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
All right, so since I think everybody's here at this point, we'll kind of get into the details of this. What we've been seeing, it looks like, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, but the storm system starts up around midnight, and it continues through about 4 p.m. on Saturday, give or take. We're kind of giving a little bit of wiggle room in there. As far as the kind of dynamics of the event, the heaviest stuff will come from 10 a.m. in the morning until 2 p.m. on Saturday. And I think during that time, we're going to see rates at or above half an inch per hour. There is another burst overnight tonight, which comes mainly between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. And during that time, I think that we could see rates of a tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch. Briefly, they may drive up to a half an inch per hour, but it's not going to last for very long. So there will be an accumulation tonight.
All right, yeah, not a lot of change from this afternoon or early afternoon,
No.
pretty much held there. With temps overnight, are we going to see lighter snow, fluffier snow overnight, easy to melt with some brine? What are we looking at?
Yeah, I do think that it's going to be a little bit lighter through the overnight period tonight. I mean, it is frigid out there right now.
It is brutal, yeah.
It's so cold. But yeah, I think that with temperatures down in the upper 20s, you're probably looking at probably a 12-to-1 to 14-to-1 ratio through the overnight period tonight. So it's going to be lighter. It's going to be a little bit fluffier. As we get into tomorrow, I think those rates definitely, or those ratios actually come up or come down, whatever you want to say. And I think you're probably talking about 10-to-1, maybe even 8-to-1 by the end of the event.
Still all snow, though?
Still all snow, yes.
That's nice.
I don't see any of that changing at this point.
Well, so super excited to do this. I wish I was there, but let's not pass up the opportunity. Let's make it awesome.
They've got early morning flights, right? Minnesota, Philly, they run 2 flights a day. First thing, last thing. You can get here and go home.
Another good reason to get a PJ.
Yeah, Phil. Excited, guys. Let's go get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, appreciate it, everybody.
The snow industry is 100% dependent on snowfall.
There's no room for excuses.
We recognize very little downtime.
They understand snow.
We trust Case. We have found Case machines to be extremely dependable, durable, and they perform in the extreme conditions that we face every single time it snows.
The storm we're looking at tonight kind of comes in 2 phases, which is always a challenge when we have a 4 to 5 hour window of no snow. But we've pre-treated everything ahead of time. We're going to get a quarter to maybe 3/4 inch overnight. So our team's coming back in at 2 a.m. And that way, if the overnight snow overcomes our pre-treatment, we're there to treat it. We'll hang out during the lull, and when the snow picks back up around 9 or 10 a.m., we have operators on standby. We expect to be plowing around 11 o'clock, so 10, 11 a.m. So tonight we'll have about 70 people in between sidewalk teams, salt truck drivers, and then at 11 a.m. we'll have another 55 equipment operators come in. They're scattered all over the Lehigh Valley. Lehigh County, one of our major service area, has about half of that. So our shop here, within a 3-mile radius, we've got 30 pieces of heavy equipment just right here. And then Matt, he handles Northampton County, and he's got 2 big hubs there. There's got to be 17 buildings, all where we can stage equipment in 2 areas, and that's where all his operators meet and go out from there. So it'll be in phases. Some tonight, some tomorrow, but we'll have 140 people going tomorrow full bore by noon.
As the storm approaches, the EMI yard comes to life. Crews check in, routes are finalized, and dispatch prepares to send teams out before the snow begins to accumulate.
So you can see our dispatch behind me. Everyone's coming in. We had the 2 o'clock, everyone in. So we're going through, we've got 13 sidewalk teams going out. We got our de-icing teams out. So all in all, we'll probably have 60 people in right now. There's a lot of people here. We're gonna get out to the job site and probably watch it snow for a little bit, see if it starts accumulating. But when it does, we don't want to be calling people in to go get it. So we're out early, we're prepared. Our clients don't want to slow down, so they can't wait for us to go in. We have to be here that when the conditions get bad, we're already here to treat it.
Yeah, so everybody comes in through that door, and they have to visually come up here, and I have to visually see that you're here. And as they come in, they get converted from plain white to green, just to signify that they're here. So this is the Aspire side, what we see for our team's dispatch. Teams in the field clock into these tickets, log their material, manage their teams, and then as they need new tickets throughout the storm, they add them accordingly. Yeah, if I put him with Moises, Moises would have 5 total people in. No Vanessa, no Maria. Say what?
Bryant with Joe, or swap those two.
Swap.
Or have Bryant go here and then these 2 guys go with David.
What I'm saying, even at
Or let Joe have
even at 10 a.m., they could all be at the plant. Right? All right, good morning, everybody.
Morning. Diaz.
All right, so we got some light snow tonight for the next couple hours. That's why we're in now, to see if this light snow is enough to accumulate over the pre-treatment we put down yesterday. But this light snow tonight is just a warm-up. So it's gonna stop for a little while, and then mid-morning we got some real snow coming. So the plan right now, we'll go out to the sites, we'll monitor. There's still snow in the area. If we start to see it accumulate, we'll make the decision whether we shovel a little bit, whether we brine again just to melt it off, but we'll just kind of play it by ear as we go through the morning. All right, we'll head out to our trucks. Supervisors will do gate checks before we roll out. Go out to the site and we'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody.
So we're just walking around, checking in with people, making sure they're wearing their seatbelts, making sure everybody's lights are working. Matt, regional director, we got Bob over here doing our gate checks before everybody leaves, making sure lights are working, machines are strapped down, nothing is loose before we head out onto the road. Daily procedure, we do 15 sidewalk teams and 8 salt trucks. Combination of salt, granular and liquid are running tonight. Are you signed in? You're signed in.
I'm going to log in.
Log yourself in. Log yourself in and then do a force sync. I thought I updated his pin.
Cool.
Okay, and then just watch. You see you're taller than 9 feet. Watch that bar that's out there.
Oh yeah, that.
Clearance bar. You guys good? Kendra, go over with you how to get access if nobody's there.
As trucks roll out of the EMI yard, the team heads into another long storm response. But the overnight hours and demanding schedule often mean time away from family.
You know, my wife is fantastic. My son's Sullivan, he's only 16 months. So he's aware, but not really. Daughter, Eliana, she'll be 12 this year. She's aware. So like when you're away for events that are taking a while to get started, everybody's like, where are you at? But there's a lot of prep work, trying to get everybody out the door, get the site set up. So it's just kind of the juggle, and sometimes we don't get it right from a family dynamic standpoint. But without family, what's it all for? So.
Me as a business owner, I've got 2 young kids. They're 9 and 11. So tonight, they're actually at their 3rd and 5th grade dance. They have dances now. So It is a challenge, right? It's a challenge. I think I know the team here faces it too. We have an important job to keep people safe, and it pulls us away from our family. So forcing to find the time for our families is super important, and I try to find it in our team when they've been here a long time, when they all came back in tonight so we could make this final call. You know, James, our general manager, said, hey, you guys were in all day, you're gonna be out tomorrow, make sure to take care of your family. And if they have to, they use a business card for it. So we gotta take care of them. It's a battle.
With crews deployed across the region, Matt heads out to several EMI sites to monitor the storm and support the teams in the field.
Well, we came in at 2 a.m. this morning. There was a chance for some showers, light snow overnight, and then there was supposed to be a lull for a couple hours, and then pretty much they were calling for half-inch an hour rates, if not even possibly more, which will be hopefully happening here in the next hour or so. Last night, it really didn't snow. A couple areas had a light snow shower. On my way into the shop, I actually ran through a little bit of a snow shower, but it didn't amount to anything. And right now, things are covering up a little bit, but things are also melting back. We got operators coming in 10 o'clock. Hopefully there's enough snow on the ground and we can start scraping right away. If not, we can get our machines fired up, warmed up, get the plan together, and hit the road running. I worked yesterday all day getting prepped for the storm, did a little bit of work overnight, and if you don't either take a nap or be constantly on the move, it's taxing on your body, taxing on your mind. I love snow. Snow's my favorite, but sitting is my biggest enemy. I gotta be constantly moving. I just have to. You know, we're all here for the same reason. To be able to support our families, go home to them, and enjoy what we're doing. And I absolutely enjoy what I do. I'm not in the field every day, you know, doing the actual labor every single day, 10 hours a day like I used to. But seeing the teams grow every single day, every single week, don't mean to toot my own horn, but it makes me feel good that I did something right.
As Matt continues to check in on his sites in Easton, he gets word that across his territory, disaster is beginning to strike. A band of snow begins to enter into Bethlehem, and it becomes a race to get across county to stay on top of their other properties.
Yeah, right now we're at 125 North Commerce Way. It's a food distribution center. We got 2 machines sitting here running, no operators right now. The storm came in quicker, things are accumulating faster. We're probably at 2.5 inches of fluffy snow, so travel's been difficult. I mean, we had a hard time getting over here. Even the main roads are bad. Right now, I'm just gonna have my regional manager, salt truck driver, hop in and do what he can until hopefully the operators show up. I gave him a call, but nobody picked up. He texted me about 15 minutes ago, but still no response, so we'll see what happens. These 2 guys are probably my two of my top 3 operators out in this area, in the 512 area. I mean, he was even asking me, the one guy was even asking me about the machine, because this is gonna be the first storm that we actually use the 421. So far, he's not here. Hopefully he's all right, you know?
It starts with a legacy, traditions and skills passed down through generations.
But respect for the past doesn't mean being stuck in it. It's time to break the chain and demand more. Demand brighter nights. Demand smarter control. Demand more features for less expense. Because this is the Boss standard. Smarter, tougher. Upgrade your legacy with Boss, built to back you up.
Hey, operators are here, so you can bring that back so you can hop in it. Yeah, I was getting worried about you guys. I was hoping you were all right.
Yeah, there was some car just spun out in the middle of the road, and both cops on each side, like, you couldn't even go through. And then to go around to everybody to cut through the development, it's like, you're gonna take that risk. You don't know how the cop is gonna be, you know,
right
around. So I was like,
My name is Jeremy Amberly. Been operator. This is going on my third season for EMI. From what I was looking at on the news, it was supposed to start earlier this morning, but it didn't. And I woke up this morning and everything's completely white, and I said, we're gonna definitely get a lot more than what we're supposed to. So, and when I talked to Matt, he said that we're already almost at the 3-inch mark. So it looks like we're gonna be getting more than that, which is fine by me, because I don't have a problem being in the machine all day. I've been waiting to run this 421. They got it brand new. It's the first time they came out with the 421 through Case, and I've been waiting for it all season. It's nice so far. It's literally the first time I got to run it.
So today I am running a 621 Case with a Storm Vision plow. I forget exactly how big it is. Gets the job done. So you can definitely tell, like, when you're pushing snow with this thing and you have like with the storm we have right now, like 4 or 5 inches, you can feel it. It feels like you're pushing mountains in a way.
We're at CNS Warehouse Groceries in Hanover, Northampton County. They're in and out with grocery trailers all day long, and it's a workout because there's a lot of trucks that come in and out of here. You just work around it with them, make them happy.
Well, the nice thing with it being a weekend kind of storm, like, there's a lot of people aren't at these places, because a weekend storm compared to like a Monday morning or Tuesday morning, like you were saying, it can be very hectic because, like, there's so many people coming in and out of these buildings. You have to try to keep more spots open for people walking around and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff you got to watch out for, and like, there can be situations where you might hit a car, or you might hopefully not hit anybody, but there's a lot of different things that can go on, and I like when they're empty like this because you don't have to worry about any of that.
I think there's 4 or 5 of our shovel crew that's out here. They're out here taking care of all our sidewalks, our steps around the warehouse, and so the drivers of the trucks that are delivering the product can safely get in and out of the warehouses. For the employees themselves out in the main parking lot, taking care of the sidewalks so they don't have no issues coming in and out of work.
Pretty much as long as everything's going right, that's a success for me. Like, as long as everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and you're not having to babysit people or anything like that, it's really not that bad, actually. You see how much stuff needs to get cleared, and you get to a point where it's like, oh no, I can't keep up with it. But it's just part of the process, you know. You just gotta like flow with it, and like you'll get it done at the end. Not a big deal. You just gotta like take your time, relax, you know. You mean you could be out here for some time, but at the end of the day, you look back at it and it's like, you know, it wasn't too bad.
Here at this CNS, at the warehouse that we're at, we have another loader operator. It's a compact loader. It's a 321 with a hydraulic box, which actually used to be my plow. Then I got the new one. The other machine operator that's here, his name is George. It's actually one of my really good friends that I got in here working with us. He's doing good. He's liking it a lot so far too. But no, the company itself, the EMI, and the general, Matt as our boss, Cody, he's our other guy that takes care of us if we have issues. We got a good group going on here. We work together as we can, and it's a great time.
As Jeremy and Cody continue clearing snow, Bob is on another site, keeping the operation moving.
As a business owner, it's great that every once in a while I get to run these machines again. You know, I started in the snow industry shoveling, eventually worked up to machines, and I don't get to run them as much as I used to. But with the team we've built, y'all met James, Matt, Bill, and the rest of them, when things are going well, I get to play in one of these. So it helps because I get to see what's actually happening. We invest in new equipment. I need to make sure that equipment's working great. And this 621 with the big wing plow on the front, nothing's better. So it keeps me in touch with the front line, and it's fun also.
When you work in emergency services, communication is so important, right? It's the difference between making and breaking a relationship with your client. About a year ago, we started working in our industry-specific software called Aspire, and it's been great so far. Anytime that you can take a problem and make it a shared problem and be proactive gives our clients the trust that they need, that their property is well taken care of and maintained and safe. Our system, thankfully allows for that. We can communicate with clients via internal issues and include them so that they're notified with photos from notes from our field staff clocking in to their time entry. They can take pictures, upload notes. That can be sort of neatly packaged digitally and sent out to our clients in real time. And that's great because it helps us really establish that relationship and that trust. We were able to onboard and implement it fairly quickly. It's been hugely helpful, especially for snow. With dynamic changing teams, especially in the beginning of the season, things are changing a lot, sometimes at last minute's notice. So it's perfect for when we have an operator call out because we're quickly able to just pivot and rely on the next available number two. If they're ready to step up, they have their schedule, they have their jobs, their tickets on their schedule board. It's very helpful for dispatch for us. Leaves out a lot of the simple questions of like, what is the gate code at that building, or how do I get there? What's the address? It helps us bridge the gap between operations in the field and the back-end support in the office. I came into this industry basically as a glorified secretary. I had no idea what a skid steer was. Now it's as simple as if I have a question about what's happening out in the field and I can't physically get there for whatever reason, the system is very robust. It gives us GPS pins and locations. It gives us serial numbers for our equipment assigned to the person who's in them. It's great because it shifts the burden of responsibility equally, right? It's field operations responsibility to use it at an enterprise level and be enterprise users, but it also is on us to put that training in their hands to be able to do so. So it's been great in that regard to really streamline operations and dispatch specifically for snow.
When winter weather strikes, Cinetech Solutions is there with innovative ice melt technologies that balance the demands of human safety with an awareness of the impact these products can have on our infrastructure and the environment. You can trust our secure winter products line as your #1 source for ice melt solutions, including brine additives, non-chloride solutions, and bagged ice melt.
The alarm went off. It was a normal Saturday morning. Nothing seemed different other than there was no snowflakes on the ground just yet. The coffee was made, the bags were packed, and I grabbed my daughter's stuff as we headed out the door to drop her off at the babysitter's. As I worked my way on to the roads to get me to work, I encounter a large mountain that usually is a little tricky. As I rounded the corner, I saw a plow truck headed my way. And that's when I realized he was coming straight towards me. Unfortunately, after he hit a tree stump, he hit the side of my car. But at that moment, all the emotions were going. I was scared of what it could have happened. And then he stopped the car and yelled out the window, so I knew he was okay. But I got out and I looked at the damages, and trucks can be fixed, and I knew I was safe. After many minutes of my heart racing and my hands shaking and my voice trembling, talking to my boss and letting him know that I was okay, even though the truck wasn't, I was able to exchange that information and know what we needed to be able to proceed with our day, even though our day had now changed. It wasn't just a normal Saturday morning. It wasn't just a normal snowstorm. I work in the industry, and yet I was in an accident with someone else from the industry. So I knew how important his job was and how important my job is as I was headed into work for this storm. And I think one thing that I can really look at and realize is that I was prepared for what just happened and almost had a sense of comfort that somebody else who was out there trying to keep people safe was involved with me, who was headed in to do the same thing. Keep businesses open, keep parking lots cleared, and keep people safe. So after the nerves calmed down and the shakes stopped, I realized that this did really just happen. And I was part of an accident that could have been very scary.
Moments like this serve as a powerful reminder of the challenges crews face during winter operations. But across the EMI team, the work continues. As conditions improve, the team moves into final cleanup, buttoning up sites and preparing for whatever comes next.
It was fast and heavy. Right now we're looking at final cleanup. We got cleaning up our corners, doing our final details, starting to salt, getting ready for possible round 2 come tonight in less than 12 hours. So we'll see what happens. The sun really helped us out today, the rising temperatures of the pavement. We had some issues, not issues, but some challenges with operators not being able to make it in today. Storm came in quicker than anticipated. Unfortunately, some operators were literally unable to travel to get here today. Lots of accidents. What usually takes a half hour to get somewhere took 2 hours. So it's been pretty difficult all day. A lot of good things came out of it. Like I said, sun helped us out a lot, and the forecast. Other than just it coming earlier, nailed it. We still have some work to do with some of the newer operators. This is their first real bigger storm. I hate to say 6 inches of snow is a big storm, but some of them haven't pushed that much snow before. So just dialing it in of where we put piles, where we push snow. There's gonna be a little extra cleanup, just some misplaced piles, but other than that, I think we're pretty good. Even with some of the operators not coming in, we were down a regional manager for this storm, a couple sidewalk people, and I think everybody crushed it. Yeah, so hopefully we get out of here around dinner time with this final cleanup and salting, get some rest. They're calling for possibly 2 to 4 inches starting anywhere between 2 and 4 a.m. Another long duration event, possibly, till about 5:30 tomorrow evening. Just be nice to go home and all see our families for a couple hours, get some shut-eye, come back out and do it again.
And with an eye on the forecast, the team at EMI is ready to step up again. Because in just a few short hours, they have to be ready to hit the pavement one more time. Because for them, perfection isn't an option. It's just a part of the daily routine. Mission Critical isn't about snow. It's about making sure people can do their jobs and make it home safe.
We encourage teamwork, right? We work together as a team even when it's not easy. It's super important during snow season that we all work together. We're tired, long shifts. That teamwork is what keeps us going throughout the night. And safety. All of our work doesn't matter if we don't go home every night, every morning with all our fingers and toes. So safety at the front of our minds with everything we do. We're passionate about work, right? We believe in what we're doing. We want to do what's best. We want to be the best. And we do that even when no one's watching. We expect excellence, right? This is our fanatical attention to detail. We want to be the standard of excellence in our industry. We find a way, right? Snow's going to give us lots of obstacles, lots of things to figure out throughout the night. So we find a way. We get it done no matter what.